knowing that your guy is so rare, are you going to lower your standards?
Me?
Yeah.
I thought we already answered this question.
I never asked you if you were going to lower your standards.
Well, I thought we already answered it in the sense that I said that I'm not actively like searching for a man if I believe it'll come to me in the right timing. And no, I will not lower my standards because why the fuck would I?
Okay.
Right. From hot girl summer to cold girl winter, here's what changed at 38ings.
But you're also not looking.
No, I'm not looking because I said this earlier, but like I believe that what's meant for me is gonna find me. It always has.
It'll come to her directly.
Always.
It'll come to her face.
No, come to her face. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking about right now?
Yeah, because we need some beauty cream on that.
I've always found it amazing when women say this, like, he's gonna come to me, I don't need to do it. Like, you do realize that.
Oh wait, can I answer the second part? Yes, I have a cat.
Okay.
And I adopted him.
All right, but let me ask you though, like,
What's his name?
okay, in the
His name's
city of
Enzo.
Miami, just being honest here, you live in a major city, right? Where, like, yes, there's men that have money and stuff like that, but do you think that this man is rarer than you, or you're rarer than him?
Let me put it this way. I've lived in 4 major cities. I've dated a billionaire. I've dated 2 millionaires. I don't really worry about looking for a man because men always find me.
Where are they now?
They're gone.
We still know each other, but at the end of the day, I moved to Miami. I left London for LA. I left LA for Miami, and if I'm meant to end up with one of them, I will. Like,
Did you marry any of those guys?
Why is marriage the only option?
Okay.
30 isn't the problem. Her past is.
No,
Don't you think that's telling?
no, actually, because I like that would
Okay,
mean
let
that
me-
I was looking as well. Like I was, that would mean that I was prepared for a serious relationship. I was not prepared for a serious relationship. I mean, you can say what you
Okay,
want.
let me ask you this then. Let's go through. What would you define? What would make a man a loser in your eyes?
Ooh, I think cheating.
I'm sure you met a bunch of them. Okay.
Keep turning the ear.
I think cheating is one of them.
up.
Okay, cheating. Fair enough. What
I
else?
think cheating is a top one for me. Honestly, I mean, I think
Did
it's
those
hard
guys
to judge
that you had
people.
before cheat on you?
Don't lie.
Yeah, one did.
Makes
The
sense.
millionaire or the billionaire?
Millionaire.
The billionaire did it?
No, we just went our separate ways, but we're still friends. This is when I lived in Europe, so I wouldn't have stayed in Europe. Like, the thing, I don't know. I don't even really want to get into like those stories because it's really not like, it's other people's business too. But I just think that I think standards, when you ask me about standards, a lot of my standards have to do with character. And so I'm not going to marry or seriously date
but
somebody
that
who's going to
character-
cheat on me.
But hold on.
Which
that
a lot of wealthy men.
Hold on. Let's be real here. The character doesn't matter unless they meet the money requirement first.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
Because I'm sure you probably can attest this. I think there's probably several people in this room who can attest this. Like, a lot of very rich men,
Yeah.
because they're rich, can have whatever they want. They can get whatever they want, and they can have a lot of different women.
Yep.
And so if you're going to be involved with a man like that, you have to be okay with that life. I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm not okay with mistresses and side chicks and yachts.
But you still said your bare minimum is $250,000.
That a man with $250,000 is not going to be on a yacht.
Yeah, but he's still gonna have other women.
100%.
That would be something I'd have to deal with at that time. I'm not looking for a man in a certain like, what the like.
Hold on.
It always keeps coming back to money, which
You've been here for a month, right?
No, because money is your main. Because here's the thing, right? Look,
I said character was my first thing.
but the character doesn't matter if they don't make enough money.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing with women, right? You guys want to try to make your standards like a virtue almost. Like you guys will sit there and say character matters. But the reality is character doesn't matter if he's not good looking enough, tall enough, and make enough money. So who cares about character if he doesn't even meet the basic requirements that are required? Like, you guys will look at like the things that sound good. He needs to have character. There's plenty of homeless niggas that got character, but you guys aren't fucking with none of them. So I hate when women say this shit. That's like me saying, I want a girl that has pink nails, but she's ugly. She's ugly, I'm not gonna date her. I admit, she's gotta be attractive first. I don't give a fuck about her pink nails. We'll figure that out after. So for you, character's not as important as you say, because there's plenty of guys that have good character. They're just not attractive to you.
I look for looks.
Because they need to meet requirements. And then you, I'm in shape, blah, blah, blah. I already know you're gonna have high standards. You want $250,000, that's your bare minimum, which means only a fraction of men even qualify.
You're absolutely right, but back to the point of why I'm single is because the men that are in the bracket that I like often come with bad character because they have so many options. They can do all these things.
They get
honestly,
whatever they want.
Yeah, and honestly, to be real with you, that's not something that at this point in my life I really want to fucking deal with. I don't want drama in my life when it comes to that. So for me right now, the way I feel is I would just rather
Be single?
be single. And it's not about just being single. It's about if I focus on what's in front of me, then if the man for me comes in and he's got those qualities and he happens to have great character, perfect. But especially in Miami, it's hard to find that.
But here's the problem, though. Who are you to tell a guy that worked his ass off to earn that kind of money and acquire that sum of status, he doesn't have character because he wants to have multiple women?
I'm not anybody to tell anybody anything. But if you're asking me about...
You're literally saying that's not character.
Hold on. If you're asking me about my standards, why I'm single, and what I'll accept, that's my answer. I'm not telling anybody anything. Everyone gets a choice. There's a reason I'm not married to any of the guys I've dated before, because my choice is that wasn't for me, and their choice is that lifestyle was. And that's fine. I can be friends with those guys, and I can continue to have love for them.
Let me be blunt about this, because women have a bunch of word salad, and I'm just going to be extremely blunt with you.
I think I was too.
No, you're not. You give word salad and a bunch of stuff. I'm just going to say what it is. Now I see why you voted for Kamala.
Beef.
You're in a position where you don't have negotiating power like you think you do. The man that you want, there's way less of him than you. And then the fact that you're in Miami makes it even worse.
He's right. Men's value tends to increase with age, status, income, confidence, etc., flipping the dating power dynamic.
Okay, and again, that's fine. That's cool. Your ultimate goal is to not be with a man.
I'd rather be happy with myself and my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you the cold hard reality.
It's about peace.
Let me tell you the cold hard reality though about this, because we have metrics of losers for men, but we don't have metrics of losers for women. I'll tell you what a loser man is: a guy that doesn't have any money, a guy that doesn't have any status, doesn't have respect from his friends, doesn't have a network of guys, a guy that lives with his mom, whatever, can't attract women, all this shit, right? There's a bunch of ways to determine a man's a loser. You want to know how I know a woman's a loser? You can't attract a man and get him to fucking get down on one knee and marry you. That's when a woman's a loser. Now, we don't like to tell women this because every woman's a winner. Every woman's special. Every woman deserves the world.
If you want to tell me that I'm a loser, that's okay with me.
He didn't call you one.
Stop. If the shoe fits, then wear it, I guess.
No, I'm happy with my life. But what I'm saying is, okay, cool. So the point I'm trying to make is, no one looks at a woman and says, wow, she had a great career. No one cares about a woman's career. No one cares about your education. No one cares about your background. What they care about is, did you create a legacy with a family? Men are measured on what they create. Women are measured on who they create. Very different. So if you want to go ahead and go take the man's path and have a career and have a title, whatever, you're a loser. Just like me as a man, if I decide I want to be a stay-at-home dad, I'm a fucking loser because I didn't fulfill my duty. My duty is to create a legacy, a last name that a woman is proud to take and children are proud to emulate. A woman, your job is to have a family, have children, raise them well, and be contributing members of society. So that when you're an old ass woman and you look around, you got 50 people that came out because of you. No one cares about a woman's character or career or any of this shit. Like, that's not what defines you.
It
doesn't.
Like
hold on. So, like, the thing is this: we don't tell women that they're losers. If you're 30 years old and you're not married or you don't have a serious counterpart, you're a fucking loser. Sorry. Just like a guy, 30 years old, you don't have a career, you don't have your shit together, you're a fucking loser. We just don't like to tell women that they're losers. And I'm telling you, you got 3 years to go. Now, if you want to have the status of like, I need $250,000 and he needs to do this and he needs to do that, you're not in a position to dictate these terms anymore.
Can I say
I'm sorry.
something?
You don't have leverage. And it's even worse because you live in Miami where you have even less leverage. There's a girl that's younger than you, talks less, isn't as annoying, and will follow his lead. And that girl's going to be the one to get this guy that makes $250,000 a year that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And no one tells women this shit. No one tells you guys this because they want to fuck you all the time.
Mm-hmm. I honestly, whatever you say to me is completely valid to you, and that's your opinion. I really
I
don't.
just showed you a calculator that shows you that your guy's less than 1% of the population.
I say this with so
The
much
millionaire
love.
men that you met with, none of them got down on their knees to propose to you.
Listen, I'm saying this.
This should be alarming.
I say this with so much love and respect for your opinion, but I really don't give a fuck because I'm happy in my life with myself.